Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you what's on my phone, and I'm not sharing this just for the sake of sharing this because why would you be interested about knowing what's on my phone? But I want to share with you what is on my phone that is going to help me reach my 2020 goals. We all have goals for 2020, or we all have current goals that we want to reach, and we all have a phone. And so I thought it would be a good video to share with you so that you get some ideas and thoughts about how you can best use your phone to help you rather than distract you. Now, the apps that I use on my phone are most definitely not the best apps out there in the market because there's so many amazing apps coming out every single day. These are just the apps that I personally use, that I have found work for my lifestyle. Obviously, there are newer apps, better apps, more productive apps, and if you use any of those apps, feel free to comment down below so that I can learn from you, so that others watching this video can learn from you as well. I have divided my phone into 9 slides or screens, or I don't know what you call them. I don't know what the technical term is, but basically I have to swipe 9 times to go through all my apps that I have. But I am organized and I have a system of what each of these 9 screens are supposed to be. Now, my first screen is all my everyday essential apps that I use, like WhatsApp, Messenger, Messages, App Store, iTunes Store, settings, all those things. And at the bottom where you can kind of pin important apps, I have my calling app, my mail app, what else do I have? My music app, and my Safari for browsing. Now, one of the most important apps that is there in this first screen, which I use very often apart from the clock, is my calendar app. Now, I use the Apple Calendar app that came with the phone. I just put in my appointments into here. I don't like time block, or I don't put in my to-dos into my calendar like some people do. I have divided my calendar, so I have multiple calendars here, and they are divided on the basis of how my life is divided. So my life is divided into work and my personal life, of course, then holidays and travel, then my social media, blog, YouTube is one. I have events, and I have public work, which is mostly like my speaking assignments or something to do with the public, and then I have my community service. One of my goals that was there since last year and which has continued into 2020 is to stay on top of things, and my calendar app is very important for me to stay on top of things. My second screen helps me further stay on top of things, so this is where I have all my productivity apps. I have my notes app here, so I think that comes with the phone, and I put down any of my notes that I take during meetings, and then once I have it on my phone, I very immediately transfer something really important into relevant documents and save it on my cloud. So that's my process. I also have my reminders app. This is an app that I use as my to-do list because that has worked the best for me. It's just like bullet points, and then I can put in items. I can put a heading and I can organize it into folders, and then I can put down bullet points, and as and when I do things I can like check them off. So I like that system of being able to check things off. I don't have the best memory, so this helps me to kind of like brain dump into an app which stores all my information so that I don't have to waste a lot of energy trying to retain information that I do not probably need to retain. So every single thing that I ever have to do goes into the app. I also have access to my cloud from here, and I have my podcasts app which I listen to. And currently my favorite podcasts are anything by Oprah. I think I like, depending on what subject she talks about. I also listen to Shetty and Work in Progress by Sophia Bush, and The Icons. It depends on what the topic is, but I always find that podcasts help me kind of expand my mind and think about things that I probably don't have access to in my day-to-day life. I also have a new app that I actually downloaded at the beginning of this year, which is my wallet app. It just keeps track of my finances. So I usually have an Excel sheet. I budget on that sheet, and every month I will put a budget and I'll put my actuals, and then I'll do a variance analysis. Sometimes I would forget to do it for a few months, and that made me want to be in control of my finances. As I said, I wanted to stay on top of things this year and I wanted to save more this year. So I thought I should find an alternative way to be on top of my finances. I kind of researched and I like the user interface of this app. I just put in my income, and then as and when I have expenses, I key it in. And since I have my phone with me most of the time, I do it immediately as soon as I get a debit message, or if I'm actually spending something in the moment, I just kind of key it in. I can manage all my accounts and my cash, so it gives me a picture of how much money I have in the moment, and that's something that I wanted to do this year. My third screen has all my media apps. So I have my Instagram, I have my YouTube, and I have all my editing apps that I use for Instagram or for other designing. So I have Visco, which is for editing pictures. I have Canva, which is like a designing app which I normally use on my computer for my work as well as for personal things, but I have it on my phone so that in case I just need to make quick edits, I can do that. I have Planoly and Hootsuite, which I use for planning my content for social media and then posting them. So Planoly is for Instagram and Hootsuite is for Facebook, or that's what I use it for. I use them for my work, for the Jethro Trust, all of the Jethro Trust, and I use it for my personal social media. These apps are all helpful for me to create content, which is really, really important for me. As you would know if you watch my highlights of 2019 video, which I will link here. In that video, I talk about how I want to create more rather than consume, and that is what this is for. My fourth screen has all the other website apps, including Facebook. Facebook, I don't know why it came into the screen. It's always been in the screen, and I think I want to keep it that way. The other apps are Book My Show for booking movies, Amazon for ordering things, and H&M, which I use here and there, so not very often, but it's there on this phone. Actually, recently I deleted a few apps from this particular screen. I deleted Netflix, I deleted Amazon Prime, I also deleted other food ordering apps because I realized that I was misusing those apps and wasting a lot of time, wasting a lot of money, and eating very unhealthy last year, and so I just kind of deleted them towards the end of last year. And that is one pro tip, that if you really want to not do something, you should make it difficult for you to do. So if I have to order food now, I have to get my laptop out, I need to log into the website, I need to get an OTP sometimes, and then I need to order. Whereas if it was on my phone, I just like click, 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 order. And so I just made it more difficult for me to order food, for me to watch Netflix on my phone, like when I'm waiting for something, so that I don't automatically try to distract myself. It also works the other way, like if you want to do something or want to make something a habit, make it easier for yourself to do. My fifth screen has all my health apps on them. So one of my goals, which was there last year, continues to be my goal this year, and that is to stay healthy, and not only like physically but mentally as well. So all my apps to help with my physical fitness and mental fitness are on this screen. Obviously, my most used app is my running app. I've had it since 2013. That's when I kind of got into running. I have my goal for 2020, which is 600 kilometers, and I've already completed 24. I also have the Sweat app, which is a Kayla Itziness app, which I invested in last year, which is a strength training kind of app, and I kind of restarted it towards the end of the year, so I'm now on week 6. So these two apps are the ones that I most use for my physical fitness. And then for my mental health, I have Calm and Headspace, which are kind of meditation apps. Like they lead you in meditation, and these are useful for me to kind of calm my mind. I also have the 5-minute journal app, which reminds me to be grateful. I don't do this every day. I know I should. I think I should start doing that. My next screen has all my learning apps. It also has my Bible app. So as I was talking about being healthy, so being healthy physically, being healthy mentally, I also wanted to focus on being healthy spiritually. So having my Bible app on my phone makes it very, very easy for me to kind of look things up on the go, to find something that I was really thinking about. And so this is there on this section of my phone. I also have my Kindle app and my Audible app. If you have been following me for a while, you will know that I read a lot, and so I have Kindle for my ebooks and I have Audible for audiobooks. And the current audiobook that I'm listening to is Reboot: Leadership and the Art of Growing Up by Jerry Colonna. My next screen has all my travel apps like Google Maps, Uber, Ola, and anything that will help me when I'm traveling. I also have on the next screen certain apps that I use in specific countries. So these are apps that I downloaded when I was traveling over there. I obviously don't use them anymore, but I still have them so that in case I go back to that country, I don't have to like remember what I downloaded there. And my next screen is just miscellaneous things. So these are my 9 screens. I know I have a lot on my phone, but I would like to believe, and I believe now that I made this video and looked at all my apps, that every single app on my phone is going to be beneficial for me if I use it wisely. I want to be able to reach my goals without being derailed by this little device. Seriously. I hope that you got some inspiration of how best to use your phone for your benefit to help you reach your goals, whatever it is that you are planning to do, hoping to do, desiring to do this year. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you next week.